Hey guys, welcome back to War Stories. So, I got all my levels checked, and this, I guess I do an online maintenance or something on the servers. So, I'm back against the AI for this war story, unfortunately. I'm doing a hero battle on Endor, as you can see. So, I thought I'd continue the discussion of going over some movies coming out in 2016. We only got to 2 last time. And there's a lot. This is a really big year for movies, like I said before, so let's continue. So, first of all, I completely forgot to mention Deadpool last time. Deadpool comes out. This video should be going up Thursday the 11th, so Deadpool will be coming out tomorrow when you're hearing this. And it's a testament to how kind of not excited I am that I forgot to mention it. I forgot that it was just about to come out. I never really got on the Deadpool train. He was always funny. He was he's okay. I don't know. And for one thing, I don't know. I think the kind of just lol random mimetic humor is definitely, as I've gotten older, something that I'm just gotten over. And it just doesn't really do it for me anymore. But I think it'll be a good movie. It's getting good reviews. It says like it has a lot of heart, you know, and it's sort of exists as a parody of hero movies, a parody of itself, you know, which there's a lot to be said for that. It's a good cast. Ryan Reynolds. This is, you know, probably it's like Hugh Jackman with Wolverine. That it's just perfect. There's no need to ever try to recast it or to have any second thoughts about the casting because they're never going to do any better than that. That's just about as good as it's going to get. So that, you know, and then the love interest is played by Marina Baccarin, who was Inara on Firefly. So she's awesome. I haven't, you know, as much as I love Batman, I haven't really watched Gotham, but I understand that she's good as Leslie, Bruce, Jim Gordon's. I guess his love interest in Gotham. She would have been. You know, quite a few years older than him in the comics or in the animated series, but it's one of many things that Gotham has sort of, you know, retreaded. So I think she'll be good. I think it's going to be a good, you know, date movie. So we'll see. I definitely plan on seeing it in the theaters, and let's say I'm cautiously optimistic that, you know, but it's not for me. So this movie is laser focused at, you know, 13-year-old boys, you know, and if I were still a 13-year-old boy, I'm sure I'd be a lot more excited than I am. And you might ask, okay, well then why is it rated R? Well, for one, if there was ever a character that you could completely justify being an R rating, you know, because of, you know, vulgarity, it would be Deadpool, because that's so much his character. I mean, his nickname is literally the Merc with a Mouth. It's built into his character to defy authority and to say whatever he wants and whatever he feels and all that sort of thing. So having him be constrained with a PG-13 rating would literally go against the character. So and plus, if you want to guarantee that little kids are going to try to see a movie, it's make it rated R so that they're not supposed to, you know? So there was actually quite a controversy because a lot of people, you know, I'm sure, you know, the executives at Fox included, really wanted Deadpool to be PG-13 because PG-13 does so much better. Because not every kid is going to be, you know, insolent or whatever and go see a rated R movie. You know, some are going to follow the rules, and some won't be allowed to. You know, their parents or the theater will be on the ball and would prevent it. So a lot of people wanted Deadpool to be made PG-13 for just that reason, so that more people could see it. But like I said, I think it's against the character. I don't disagree with that at all, with it being rated R, that is. So we'll see. I'll definitely, in a future war story, I will have seen it, and I can talk about it in depth and what I liked and didn't like. But for now, yeah, cautiously optimistic is definitely the word. So that comes out February 12th. So I'm not, you know, attempting to talk about every single movie that's coming out this year. There are plenty just that really have grabbed me to fill plenty of episodes. So the next one on the schedule that is exciting to me is Zootopia, which comes out March 4th. And Zootopia really wasn't on my radar at all. I mean, it was in that it's a Disney animation, which means it's going to be good. But the first trailer I saw was attached to Force Awakens. And I'll go on record as saying it was the most effective trailer I've ever seen, because it was a movie I've never heard of, and I mean, would want to see, but not pay to see in the theater. I mean, maybe a Redbox or even just wait and watch it on TV. But it was the funniest trailer, and now I want to see the movie. I mean, the trailer was basically, if you haven't seen it, it's the one joke of they have to deal with sloths working at the DMV, and they do everything ridiculously slowly. But just the animation is just so good. It's really miraculous what they can do with animation nowadays. But just how much they're able to make, the sloths emote as they react to a joke, and the other things they do in the trailer. So yeah, thanks to the most effective trailer of all time, Zootopia now is definitely one I want to see as soon as possible. And that comes out March 4th. So next, we have the Jungle Book remake on April 15th. And that's another one that the trailer really sold me on it. But even more so than the trailer was the cast. So, okay, so Jungle Book is the latest in this sort of live-action reimagining of movies. They did, Maleficent was first, and, the success of that, I think, really has driven this new, I'm just going to play this one more time. The success of Maleficent is really what helped spur this on. So then we had Cinderella, which I didn't see and didn't really hear much about. I don't think it did particularly well. And then there's the new Beauty and the Beast with, her real name is escaping me, Hermione as Belle. So yeah, so we have the Jungle Book with the most impressive line of voice actors imaginable. So we have Scarlett Johansson is going to be Kaa, Christopher Walken is in it, Bill Murray's in it, Idris Elba, the most perfect specimen in the history of humanity, as Bagheera the Panther. Lupita Nyong'o, who was in 12 Years a Slave and voices Maz Kanata in Force Awakens, she is in it as well. So ridiculous voice talent, which makes me really excited. And of course it's going to be beautiful. Of course it's going to be, they already did it once and it was great. The original Jungle Book was awesome. And now I have very, very rarely, and mostly in the case of comedies, am I against remakes. I mean, why not? Why not let other people, it's art. Let them have another crack at it. There's no, I mean, I don't know. I think it's still going to be good. There's still a lot of good, to me, mind from the story. Like I said, the cast looks great. The cinematography looks great from the trailer. It was more a teaser. I don't think there's been a full trailer yet with a lot of the characters or anything. But I mean, just the teaser was enough to completely get across, why you want to see this movie. It just looks gorgeous. So yeah, April 15th, Jungle Book. That looks amazing. I'm very excited about that one. I just don't know where anybody is. I'm just running around. Okay, here we go. All right, so next we have X-Men Apocalypse, which is the follow-up to the excellent Days of Future Past, which was the follow-up to the really, really excellent and not reservedly excellent First Class. So X-Men Apocalypse will star Oscar Isaac, who is Poe Dameron in Force Awakens, as the titular Apocalypse. And in the comics, Apocalypse is okay. I feel like he is just the personification of just the big... Okay, so in the movie The Fifth Element, the bad guy was literally like a ball of evil. To sort of poke fun at that trope in games where, okay, so my chain lightning didn't kill the guy I shot with it, but it killed his buddy down the hall. All right. So it was to fly in the face of the trope of people like Palpatine, that where it's just like the all-consuming, hideous face of evil. And Apocalypse is one of those. He's just, I don't like when their evil is the 100% is their only defining characteristic. Palpatine was also charismatic and also intelligent and driven and thoughtful and passionate, I thought I heard a Luftuk. I think there's a Quarren gunner in here. There he is. So Apocalypse, in past interpretations, has not really shown himself to be anything more than that to me. But, you know, I'm going to give this a chance. Oscar Isaac is a great actor. And like I said, I loved First Class. I liked Days of Future Past a lot, despite, you know, it had its problems, but it was still a really enjoyable movie. And I would imagine X-Men Apocalypse will probably be much the same. So, X-Men Apocalypse comes out May 27th. And I'm really looking forward to it. The latest, ever since they did First Class, you know, they've really sort of gotten back on track with the X-Men movies. The new Wolverine movie was a lot better than X-Men Origins was. It seems like they know what they're doing with the characters now, so I'm excited to see it. So June 17th is our next big release date, and that is home to Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo. And this is on the list mostly because I thought it deserved mention, just because it's a Pixar movie, which even more than a Disney animation, a Pixar movie is, you know, almost a guarantee of quality, except for if it's a sequel. Finding Nemo, I wouldn't say that I think it's overrated, but I think, you know, the ridiculous visuals and the world that it creates goes a really, really, really long way in covering up for a really by-the-numbers plot. And I think it's a cash-in. Dory was never the most funny character to me, so learning about her backstory, I mean, it's a decent idea. They definitely could have done worse for the story, but I don't know. It's not going to be worth it to see in the theater for me, personally. I like Finding Nemo a lot, but it's not as good as Bug's Life. It's not as good as any Toy Story. It's not as good as Monsters, Inc. Really, the only Pixar I would put it unreservedly ahead of would be any of the Cars movies. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't know. But yeah, Finding Dory, June 17th. I can't really say that I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm looking forward to it in that I'm sure I'll like it. I'm sure I'll enjoy it, but I'm not going to see it in the theaters, and I don't have my calendar checked for it. All right, so I'm just going to clean up here, but I think we're going to end the episode right here because the next movie... Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more I can talk about really quick. June 24th is Independence Day Resurgence, which is another one that I think is totally a cash grab. Will Smith is not in it, which is disappointing. Oh, that was awesome. Will Smith isn't in it, so I don't know. The trailer was pretty good. There's no need to make an Independence Day 2. Fox remembered that they had the rights to Independence Day, and it's been a couple of years, so why not make another one? But they should. But just because they could doesn't mean they should. So yeah, that's another one that's not going to be getting my money. At least not in the theaters. All right, so that continues our look at 2016 movies. The Rebel scum have been stomped out once and for all, thanks to me and my boy Sheev. I'll be back for one more war story about 2016 movies. Should wrap it up. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed. You can check out my current Let's Play of Final Fantasy X is ongoing right now. Episodes of that are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll be back with another war story on Tuesday, which will finish up 2016 movies. So look forward to that. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stick around, and thank you so much for your time. I'll see you next time. I don't know about you guys, but I am totally full.